Hello again, everybody. It's me, Marcus, and I review stuff. Today, I'm reviewing the song Suedehead by Morrissey. So, since I've started doing reviews on the Smiths, I've had plenty of people asking me to review some of Morrissey's solo work, and so here we are. This is, I think, my first, for sure, this is my first review or reaction, I guess, whatever you want to call it, to Morrissey's solo work. So, I'm sure I'm expecting his voice, his normal vocal performance. I'm hoping he continues the strong lyrical writing, but I'm curious to see how it sounds instrumentally, if it's similar to the Smiths style or if it's something totally different. So, or somewhere in between. So this does come as a request. As always, if you would like to request something, please leave a comment down below, and I'll be sure to get to it. All right, for now, let's listen. This is, again, Suedehead, Morrissey. Get my headphones untangled. All right. Here we go.
Why do you come here? And why do you hang around? I'm so sorry. I'm so why do you come here when you know it makes things hard for me? When you know, why do you come? Why do you telephone? And send me silly notes. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Why do you come here when you know it makes things hard for me? When you know, why do you come? You had to sneak into my room just to read my diary. It was just to see all the things you knew I'd written about you. Oh, so many illustrations. Oh, but I'm so very sickened. I am so sickened now. It was a good late. It was a good late. It was a good late. Oh, it was a good late. It was a good late.
I like that, actually. I like that a lot. That was a good listen. I feel like Morrissey still has his signature sound. But I feel like his voice to me was a little bit more upbeat in this one, I think. Not as depressing as what you hear in the Smiths. I also feel like the instrumentation was definitely much more upbeat as well. Definitely more of like a classic pop song sound that they had here. But it was very enjoyable. It was very enjoyable. Definitely not as dark on the surface, I think, as a Smith song. I'll have to jump into the lyrics and really think about that again. But, I think it was a little bit more accessible for me. I wonder if I would have listened to this first and then the Smiths second, if I would have liked the Smiths as much, or, what would come of it. But I enjoyed it. Like I said, nice sort of upbeat sounding pop sound. It was just a good listen. It was a good listen. I had fun. So as always, let's break it down like we normally do. Let's start with the lyrics. I have some information here actually. It says the lead single off of Morrissey's solo debut, Suedehead, was a bigger hit than many of his songs with the Smiths, reaching number 5 on the UK charts. The song appears to be about a former lover who's evolved into something of a pest to the protagonist. Okay. I can see why it would be bigger than, some Smiths songs. I think, it definitely has that poppy sound. Much easier to listen to, I think, for a mainstream audience. Suedeheads apparently were a subculture in the early 1970s England that split off from the skinhead subculture. They were so called because they did not wear their hair as closely cropped as skinheads. Unlike skinheads who wore heavy boots, they wore brogues, and loafers, and preferred suits to jeans. Interesting. Like skinheads, Suedeheads had a resurgence in the 1980s as British youth got interested in reggae, ska, and rock steady again. They came to popular notice in a book about post-skinhead gangs by Richard Allen. Morrissey acknowledged reading the book, but according to Len Brown's Meetings with Morrissey interviews, the title has little to do with the subject matter of the song. Very interesting. Okay. So Morrissey says, I did happen to read the book when it came out, and I was quite interested in the whole Richard Allen cult, but really I just like the word Suedehead. Okay. I mean, that's a good enough explanation for me. So anyway, I guess with what I've read so far in mind, let's take a look at those lyrics. So, why do you come here and why do you hang around? I'm so sorry. Why do you come here when you know it makes things hard for me? When you know, oh, why do you come? Why do you telephone? And why send me silly notes? I'm so sorry. Yeah, it definitely sounds like that first part of the explanation there about a former lover who is now, again, kind of is pestering the protagonist of the song. Why do you come here when you know it makes things hard for me? When you know, oh, why do you come here? You had to sneak into my room just to read my diary. It was just to see all the things you knew I'd written about you. Oh, so many illustrations. Oh, but I'm so very sickened. Oh, I'm so sickened now. Oh, it was a good day, good lay. It was a good lay. It was a good lay. It was a good lay, good lay. It was a good lay. So, I mean, the other person was good for sex, and that's about it. That's what it seems like. And so I guess Morrissey here is saying, like, I don't want to get caught up on this person anymore, because at the end of the day, they were a good lay, and I'm moving on, and they basically keep coming around bugging me. But I don't have feelings for them like that anymore. So, it's pretty interesting. Definitely, to me, not as strong lyrically as most of the Smiths songs that I've heard. There's still a little bit of it there. A little bit of that Smiths writing that I like. And I wonder, I don't know how much Johnny Marr did writing-wise in the Smiths, but I wonder if some of that could be attributed to him as well. Him being absent from this solo work, I think, might affect the lyrics again. Again, I don't know how much he actually wrote, but... Still, the lyrics were enjoyable. Again, just to me, not as strong as a Smiths song. So I'll give it like a thumb up. Why not? As far as the instrumentation goes, I actually really like the guitar throughout. Again, no Johnny Marr here, but the guy on the guitar, what was his name? Let's see. I think I have it right here. Andrew, no, that's the drummer, Andrew Morrissey. He did a good job too. Guitarist Vinny Riley. It's Reilly. Riley. He sounded great. Apparently, he also did the keyboards, which there was a part where it sort of sounded like the the guitar and the piano kind of playing off of each other sounded really, really good. I actually really liked that. The piano added a nice, or keyboard, whatever you want to call it, added a nice, really touch to the song. Again, the guitar sounded great. Bass was really nice throughout, kept a nice rhythm going. And then again, the drums were pretty good. Morrissey still sounds good. As I said, I feel like his vocals were maybe a little bit more what was the word I used? A little bit brighter, I guess, than what I'm used to, like in the Smith song. And again, to me, the instrumentation did seem a little brighter. Not necessarily a bad thing. It definitely made it a very easy listen and a very fun listen. So, instrumentally, vocally, I got to give it 2 thumbs up. I really enjoyed it. As far as replay value goes, I think it's going on the playlist. I've put a lot of Smith songs on the playlist, and I like listening to the Smiths at this point. And I feel like this is close enough to what I've come to expect from the Smiths that it's like, okay, I can kind of lump it in with that category of music, but it's again a little bit more poppy, a little bit more upbeat. I think that was the word I was looking for earlier. That can kind of stand on its own on the playlist and get some rotation in there. So for replay value, honestly, I give it 2 thumbs up. I definitely want to listen to it again. I enjoyed the pop sound of it. Again, guitars were nice. Everything was just really cohesive and sounded great. So really enjoyed this one. I'd be definitely interested to see more and hear more from Morrissey in the future. And I can say I have received some other requests for his music as well, his solo music, that is. So really excited for those. Anyway, if you enjoyed the music as much as I did, definitely go support the artist. Go listen to the music where you can. One place you can definitely find some Morrissey is going to be in my Spotify playlist. Has every single song I've heard so far on my channel. Makes for a pretty good day of listening, if you ask me. If you want to support me, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube. Like and subscribe and comment. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.